Wow, that was good timing. Hopefully it came through okay. Hopefully we are doing all right. Let's get that camera back up here. There we go. Just starting to learn how to use it. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Papa Toucan here, End of Airsoft. Doing a little bit of nothing tonight. Yeah? What do
Yeah,
you think?
just hanging out. Oh, sorry. Let me adjust my camera.
That
There,
perfect.
nailed it. Actually, fuck that for a bit.
Yeah. Look, man, my camera was terrible before. You know, we've had nothing but problems with cameras for me. Uh, whether it was the whole entire laptop shutting itself down, or
Hilarious, by the way. Hilarious.
so yeah, so that's not happening anymore. And yeah, let's see. Hopefully, let's see where this all goes. It might just be you and me chatting for a little while. You know, we got a few minutes. Give people some time to chime in. Nobody jumps in. It's just you and me hanging out. You know, we can talk about a bunch of different stuff.
To the calendar. Oh, yes. Never a bad time.
I still, you know, I often think about, like, I really do. I go back to think about when we first started this. It was legit. Like, not everybody knows it. It was truly like accidental. It was after game day, and we were in the very first Dead and Outfitters store. And oh, Mr. Cartwright, miss your face, sir, miss your face. Come on around. We are doing some man work tomorrow. Got sledgehammers and tools. Come on by. We'll talk some more about it here in a bit.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I do. I legit remember after a game day, went into the office, and we just wanted to thank everybody. So pulled up a chair, sat behind the computer, and just started chatting, and it went fantastic.
And there it was, the complete accident. Papa in his office, accidentally tripping, plugging in the HDMI, turning on the TV, accidentally logging into Facebook, accidentally signing. Oh, it was such a mistake. I couldn't believe it.
You know, I don't need that from you. I really don't. I have plenty of other people that want to make fun of me. I don't need it from you also.
God, I bet you do.
Nick, I think, is Nick still there? I'm watching the, I get the little count of how many people are actually watching. I see it go up and down. Not sure where we're being watched from. That was actually from Facebook, which means when I reconnected, he jumped on there. So I thought I try to swing by. Work is brutal. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Especially since you're doing the work of like 4 guys. So that's awesome. Nick has been swamped. But,
man, I don't know anybody that isn't right now. It's just that time of the year.
Yep. All I know is I'm looking forward to Sunday too, sir. But we got actually, it's a pretty good week for us. Well, I don't want to talk for anybody else, but for me, we got tomorrow. That's a beautiful step forward right there. Saturday, we got a game day, which is going to be gorgeous. And then Sunday, holiday party, baby. Come on now. What more can we ask for?
I'm excited. Holiday party is going to be good.
It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have you started your construction plans yet for your gingerbread house? No?
Yeah, I think so. In the bedroom I'm constructing next to the Kravitz on the left side, near the closet, we're going to put a Davenport there.
Okay.
With like a couple little doilies. And then I'm going to wake up from my dream and look at it fell over.
I talked to Pops, and he said he's going to try to make it. I told him that he's not allowed to pocket any extra graham crackers or icing. To make more mortar and make it a big giant house. So,
wait, Pops or John?
Pops. Talk to Pops.
Good.
Yeah, John will not be able to make it. Him and Astrid cannot make it.
I gotcha.
So
I called Pops today, just harassing him, yelling at him, reminding him who's in charge. No, I'm kidding. He's like, I want to call Papa, but he's so busy. I don't want to inconvenience him. Well, this was probably before he called you, and I'm like, well, if you waited for Greg to be free to call him, you'd never call him. He's like, that's fair. Hilarious.
I wouldn't know what to do myself if I wasn't busy. You know that. It's part of life. So, well, we are at the 5-minute mark, sir. I don't know what you want to do with that, but we're there.
We'll do a couple of announcements for events here. Not too many, not too few. Let's just rip it out. This weekend, the 13th to the 14th of December, it's Mir's Southern Watch in Immokalee, Florida, at the old Henderson County Prison. Force on force action. Check it out. We all know what it is. Sweaty or freezing, moldy buildings that we all grew up in the South Florida Airsoft community. Check it out. Follow Mir for more details. It's going to be a good time. That is this weekend, the 13th to the 14th. And let me, lost my train of thought because I'm just so distracted by the fact that if you're going to this event and you need gear, ammo, grenades, you should come down to the shop. We're fully stocked. Tag in, pyro, ammo, all that good stuff. Definitely come check us out if you're going to Southern Watch. It's going to be a nice time, and you should be able to make it slightly a less nice time for your enemies. So buy some grenades.
And if you happen to need any superior custom holsters, by all means, see our guy. Josh from CQC, who just chimed in and says, I never call him anymore. I don't remember last time he called me either, but that's neither here nor there. I understand. But doesn't mean
this divorce sucks. I don't even get 2 Christmases. This is bullshit, dude.
No, Josh, you got to come up and see the new place, buddy. We're in a new place. Got to come up and see it.
Please.
Anyway, moving on from Mir Tactical's event this weekend, where you should come and get geared up at Dead and Outfitters here in North Fort Myers.
Fun. We're gonna speed right into the new year. I want to announce 2 pretty important events the same weekend, double book weekend, the 17th to the 19th of January, 2025. It is Kazvac 2 by Striker Airsoft. You're never gonna believe who's gonna show up as the EXO.
Could be me.
Watching you just do the L on your screen and bring me joy.
I'm trying to figure this thing out, man. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I'm glad you're figuring it out now while we're live.
I just got it. Anybody? By the way, I mean it's been super simple. So anybody looking for an awesome little camera, it is the Ozbot Tiny.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Go ahead.
Shut up.
We're being stupid. Let's do it. And Josh, I will absolutely take them. Thank you very much. I will absolutely take them.
Josh, you rule, Papa. Bad girlfriend situation with him. But so Kazvac 2 at the Arcadia prison. Check it out. It's going to be a wonderful time. Greg is the EXO under the illustrious Freddie Lux. See what I did there? Whoa. Oh. It's going to be a great time. Check it out. Fall Striker for more details. Can't wait for that event. Right mid-January. Fun stuff. And speaking of fun stuff, mid-January, Third Coast Airsoft is proud to present Iron Fury. So this is going to be absolutely nuts. So this is in the Hibernia State Park in North Carolina. They mothball state parks in some states, and they're just like, guess we're not using it. Guess no one's using this park. Well, TCA got smart and said, we'll use it. So, this is going to be wild. There's mission windows. It's going to be kind of a more cater to action and excitement style event on a beautiful sprawling park. Again, it's a whole state park. You can't beat it. Trails, beautiful, beautiful scenery all around.
If I may, the state park itself is a peninsula, means surrounded by water on 3 sides. They are taking full advantage of that by allowing for infill and exfil of troops via water vessels.
That's right. Third Coast Airsoft bought a submarine and a destroyer from
crazy.
The Navy.
Yeah, they fit them right into that little pond. It's not a little pond. It's a large lake. But
I hate lying. Maybe we should tell them the truth. It's not my cup of tea.
Boats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're flat boats or what they are, but they are boats. They are actually using boats for infill exfil. Absolutely.
This is an event you can't miss. Go
Yeah.
to all of the TCA social media handles or their website. Get a ticket. Look at details. North Carolina, Hibernia National Park, our state park. Sorry. We will be at Kaz Evac. We wanted to go to this so bad, but obligation and duty said otherwise. Definitely check it out. Definitely go to this. It's going to be an experience worth
100%. 100%. Get out there. There might be some surprises. So get out there and get a ticket. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have a great time.
And you know what? Let's just put a pin in it. We did one for this year, did two for next year. Let's just get into the meat and potatoes of this meal. Huh?
Let's do it. Oh, and there's my man right there. There he is. Website himself, Mr. Eric Fort. Oh, make sure you call your hits if you get smacked in your life vest.
Thanks, Eric. What we do without you?
Yeah, man, listen, hey, we sounds amazing. Free submarine rides, absolutely. That means something.
Yes,
where I'm from.
Spread that rumor around. It's totally true. We didn't make it up. 100%.
So we're gonna. Those of you that are here, stick around. Let's talk a little bit. Nick, definitely stick around because we're gonna talk some about Wasteland. Dougie, stick around. Dougie's gonna be at Iron Fury. That's fantastic. Stick around because we're gonna talk about. Of course, we're gonna talk about Serious Viking as well. We're just going to kind of take this time to talk about what we've been doing. And those are the two big things that we've done in the past 3 weeks, right? Isn't that what it's been?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, we had Wasteland Game Day Fury or Viking. So, yeah. So, by the way, Doug, if you do got to run off, before you run off, fantastic serving under you again, pal. Absolutely fantastic. Loved it. And you did a phenomenal job. So appreciate it. So rolling back a little bit, your favorite event, the event you wait all year or 6 months, either way, for.
Oh, my birthday.
This is your Christmas. This is your Rumspringer. This is what you love the most. Wasteland. This was Wasteland 16.
Yes.
16. That's insane. What's that? Technically 16 years. Technically 32 of them
about not 32. The 0.5s didn't always happen. They weren't always a thing.
So at least but 25 of them, I'm sure.
The impressive part is over 16 years surviving in the Florida wasteland.
Yeah,
you can't beat
that. For sure.
It nearly brings a tear to your eye. Shout out to Mac. Yeah. Who perseveres through all and kept improving the game, and still to this day keeps improving the game. Mind Game Productions does a hell of a job,
and he does a great job. Although he's the writer, it really is. It's super cool that it is a very community driven. That is an awesome thing. You come there, you set the character, and that character can actually sway the feel and the function of the event. Which
it is legitimately a game for players. They dictate all.
For sure. It was a fantastic time. Never a bad time. Absolutely not never a bad time. Nick said he just got some new goodies. You see that?
I love me some Bethesda merch.
And there, right there, Nick and Enrique coming with the
scumbags, criminals, villains.
Mentats. Hey, the mentats.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to think that in my head. My bad.
It was awesome. It absolutely was awesome. It's one of those events that on field, off field, just as much fun. Really great time being with great people. Really a fantastic time. Had a wonderful time getting a chance to finally hang out with some folks.
And and you're right, Nick. It was one of the better years for sure. Over 200 players. Everybody was dedicated. The settlements were awesome. A lot of shenanigans. I kept getting kidnapped or attempted to be kidnapped. Nobody actually completely kidnapped me. Shout out to Gasket or my good friend Marley, dressed up in a cherry red Nuka-Cola themed set of T-51B power armor with a minigun and saved my heisty keister more
By the way,
times than I'd like to know.
speaking of characters that can actually make a dent and a change, there's my partner right there, Mr. Yordi himself, Mr. Best in the West. His ghetto hood.
Shout out Uncle Tiny in the chat.
Is he in there? Look, there he is there. Yes, we're talking about.
You already being very clinical. I went to Wasteland.
We're not talking about waistband. We're talking about wasteland. Wait, where did? Oh, there he is. Wasteland is a vibe. It is. It really
is.
And to see Tiny there now, who hasn't been there in 4 years, I think.
I'm not even going to guess. Might as well have been 50.
And coming back, no longer part of Cthulhu, but now part of the Yacht Rock crew, was insane. Absolutely insane. That was so cool. So cool to see.
Yeah.
Like I said, so many different characters. It really was impressive to see. And you know,
yes,
from the individuals all the way to the bands of folks. Sunshine growing to the 400 deep or however many there are now. I don't know. What do you got there? Like 30, 15, however many people you got working for you.
Something like that. Who knows? It's more than one and less than 100.
Yeah. Habibi, it's all natural. His character was a lot of fun, and it was good to have that bootleg effect there. So it was all in all great time. I mean, it starts Friday night with the hangout, and then Saturday morning with the hangover. Not for me, but so how did you feel about it?
It's Wasteland, so I'm happy to be there. God, I'm happy to be there. Spend 4 hours setting up my towns, spend 4 hours breaking it down, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, happy it happened. By gum. And to further, apostolize the greatness of mind games, everybody keep your eyes and ears open for an event in February. Maybe something to the tune of Star Wars themed by this very company. So listen here, children. Keep your social media. Refresh that. Look for upcoming Star Wars themed events by Mind Games. It's gonna be wonderful.
Who's got more gray in their beard? You. That's who. Wiener, you got more gray in your beard than everybody, so you hush. You're talking about my grays.
The hair dye's working, sir. Nobody can tell.
I just don't like that it's like it's not grouped. It's just ones and twos.
Tiny America was shelved strategically to be apolitical here.
You think?
I loved that event. Yeah. God, I loved America. That was such a good event. But I mean, we all see why it's not happening.
There's
people need to relax.
There's a reason why that can't happen anymore, unfortunately.
Everybody needs to relax with politics and go back to being dumb about it and not giving a crap. It's America was wonderful. So.
Maybe DEO can buy the script from Mind Games.
And do it in the indoor. Shut up.
I didn't say in the indoor. We've got outdoors.
Build the indoor. Build the indoor. Focus.
We're doing it tomorrow. Thanks for bringing that up. What a wonderful segue. Tomorrow.
Bam.
Anybody in the area. I didn't mean to do that. Bringing it back. Anybody in the area within driving distance or what have you of North Fort Myers. By all means, come on by 9:30 tomorrow morning. We'll be in there swinging sledgehammers and running power tools. We are going to be busting open holes so we can get you guys the rubble games. Rubble games, we're calling it that, by the way, since you said I should actually say something about that. Calling it
Yes.
Rubble Games because it's something that's happening during demo. Not that there's going to be rubble there. We're not going to try to get anybody hurt, but we're calling it Rubble Games because it's happening during demo. We want to be able to get you guys in there as soon as possible. So it will be a discounted game. So you don't have to, since you're not going to have all of the amenities from the arena. We're going to get you in there at $20 versus the $35 that it will be to play. Rentals will be available, of course. If you want to come play, you want to rent, rentals will be available. It's just not going to be the full game experience. It's going to be, it's going to be a little bit lesser. It just gets that feel for you, get you in, get you seeing it. Same with the store. The store's not done yet. So the store is at about 1/8 the size of what it's going to be when we're complete. But I want everybody to be able to get in here and do it. From a business aspect, we want to stay open. So that's what we got to do. Make America great again. I like that. I'm sorry. I like that. That's very funny, Jordy. Very funny. So tomorrow at 9:30, we're gonna run until we're done, really. So if you're working and you get off work at time, come on by. If you're not working, come on by. By all means, everybody's welcome to swing a hammer. Let's make it happen. So, and with that, talking about swinging things like Thor swinging a hammer. Thor is a Viking. Serious Viking.
Wow, very organic segue.
Wiener said you never called him back, by the way. He's a very sensitive
Greg's sitting
man.
over here like, yes, I like spicy foods. Wait.
He's a very sensitive man. You got to take care of him.
Toucan, you ever call me back? Never mind. I was going to make a really dumb joke.
Don't
Serious Viking happened. That was good.
Serious Viking happened this weekend. First thing to note, it was cold. Oh, that's the only negative. But during the day, it was nice. It was just cold in the morning and the evening. So tell us about how cold it was during the Tier 1 that you were in.
So there I was, dressed up for the Harvest Moon Ball, on the stairwell leading up to the Prince's Castle. I had a runny nose, my dress fluttering in the breeze, and I woke up from my dream and went, oh yeah, I got to sit here for 4 hours. So the Tier 1 was very good. There was you know what? Hit the brakes. Can't say too much. If you haven't done a Tier 1, y'all, you should.
What's a Tier
1? TCA
1,
does a fantastic Tier 1 mission. It's very, very fun. It's platoon-sized. It's great. I'm trying not to say the details, but what I can say is I was a hostage. And shout out to the rescue team that elected to fire a rocket launcher into my room, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times. So yeah, the hostage was very. I was going through it. I was like, oh boy, I sure can't wait for the Americans to rescue. And I'm dead. And I'm dead again. And I explode. And
I understand you were stretcher carried out, though. Is that true?
So you beat me to it. So this wasn't in the mission. I get extracted by the team, and then the team leaves me with a security element. And the security element, one overzealous player who, you're amazing. Shout out if you're watching this, my guy. You're awesome. Genuinely. He's like doing triage. He's like, your head damage. He's giving me a BFG mini glow sticks as meds. I'm like, what? And then just when he turns out, I just spit them out. But they was not a part of the mission, trying to like fix me up. And then they find a stretcher, which was very funny. And they're like, yeah, you're getting on the stretcher. I'm like, huh? And they start carrying me on the stretcher. There was a ref watching this team put me on the stretcher, and I just kind of look at the ref on the stretcher like, and the ref is laughing. Shout out to that guy. You were awesome. And so they start walking me on the stretcher. They're struggling a little bit. And I go, hey, guys, put me down. They're like, okay. They put down the stretcher. I get off. I find a cinder block. I put it on the stretcher, and I go, there I am. Ow, it hurts. It's like, yeah. So then they extract me like, God, hundreds of yards away. It was so funny. I had fun. They clearly had fun. huge success, mission complete. Just, God, that was fun. It would have been more fun if it wasn't cold, but I digress. Tier 1 was excellent.
It was definitely a little chilly. Definitely a little chilly.
Yeah.
But, so Saturday morning we move into Saturday. Good job, by the way, on you on the tier 1. It was I've never played a tier 1. I don't really have a desire to that type of role play, things like that. Not exactly what I care for, but everybody that's ever played one will tell you they're amazing. Especially the ones
you should play it.
Puts on the realism behind it, things like that, just absolutely fantastic. Saturday morning we get out, wonderful national anthem given again, as always, live singing national anthem. Hey, Mr. Zuniga, there you are.
Okay, now we got to talk nice about serious biking.
I was getting ready to do all that negative, and there he is. Can't say it right to his face. That's no, it's fantastic. The really the national anthem goes off great. We have a great formation. We all take off, get down to the alfalfa. Good prep, good all that, and then the plan falls to hell. Doors the doors that we thought were going to be open weren't open. That kind of messed us up a little bit. And then within the first like 45 minutes or so, our comms got compromised. So we lost a little bit of communication there. But we pushed through. We really did. We pushed through. Chaos Company was prepared to do what they had to do on their own. Working under Doug for Task Force Raptor. And the configuration that Jack put together, Imperial 6 put together, is not the same type of configuration you normally get, not the same hierarchy you normally get in most events. So Jack Branch, shout out to Jack, Imperial 6, he changed the structure. So instead of just having just the COs and like that, he actually changed it so you have the upper echelon command staff, and then he broke it down into task forces. And under each one of those task forces then are the companies. And then each one of the companies manages how they do, like what we did was we had 3 regular platoons and a headquarters platoon. That's how I saw fit to run it, and it seemed to do very well.
Battalion task forces, sir.
What did I said task force, didn't I? Close to 800 in attendance, staff, players, and sponsors turned in waivers. That is awesome.
No, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's crazy.
So we
and it felt like it too. The whole field was just on fire all the weekend.
Jam packed. He said, "Thank you."
No, this is funnier. Just pretend he didn't. Shh.
Are you gaslighting me?
I
wouldn't know if you were. And communication up and down, very good. And if you
say that again,
so
communication was what happened the first 20. Yeah,
I'm talking about after the fact, and we regrouped. So communication is big, like radio comms to me is a very big deal. It really matters to me. Guys that ramble on without breaking, things like that. If you listen, if we could have recorded it and you can listen to the command chat, the command channel, very, very good command and control as far as that went, up and down through because it went from the companies to the task force commanders, from task force commanders up to the TOC and up to senior command, and it passed through like that, so you didn't get too much chatter on the command channel. It's very, very good, really fantastic, and the end result, the scoring end result was actually a very close game. Western took it, but definitely hard fought win. So that was fantastic.
Shout out to our drone operators. Very funny to watch you guys just blow up huge groups of opposing genuinely a joy. That was fantastic.
Yeah, watching them fly around, by the way, holding Cherub MilSim, a droppable airdropping rockets and things like that, airdropping bombs. Really funny, really cool to see. Drones flying along with arms underneath them was really neat. Yeah,
I'm
so
starting to get
yeah.
a lot more luck with the Cherub MilSim stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I have 3 of their impact grenades. I started using their Diablo snaps, which like spark and are super loud. They're not just like crappy, like, oh, smoke. It's like, no, flash, thunder. I mean, like, I've used them at, like, I used an impact at Wasteland, killed a guy in power armor because direct impact. Seeing the drones operate at Series Viking, the impacts I have, I gave them to Dom and McKenzie. They killed people in the tunnels. Like, the Cherub rounds for my M79, like, I'm getting a lot of luck with the Cherub. Shout out Cherub MilSim.
Yeah, and with every new iteration, Cherub's doing a great job. They listen to the community. Hey, this isn't where from the very first time at Thunderdome, people were like, oh, I was getting sweaty and the snaps weren't working, so they just started putting them in. Initially, they started putting them in little mini baggies, and it went from there. Now they're wrapped, and he just continues to add. Every time he finds something wrong or somebody says this could be an improvement, he instantly gets right on it. So quick to retool.
The drones played the AA boundaries, keeping the Western VIX alert. Shout out to a gentleman's game of technicals, just roaming the battlefield, slaying and being. We had very gentlemanly exchanges with them. Calling it, if it was iffy, they'd still call it. I mean, not a single complaint about the text from this event.
Yeah,
I was really surprised.
Any of the, traditionally speaking, you'll get at any event, not overshooting or just getting doused from a technical. And these guys had much better trigger discipline this year. Not, they weren't trying to put holes in people. They weren't crossing it. And I don't know if you heard, but they changed for the technicals. They changed the MED.
Yes.
The MED was changed.
Yeah.
And so was the joule limits. So that great plan there. So you don't run that risk if somebody's running by and you, instead of being 60 feet away, accidentally you're 15, 20 feet away.
Yeah. What is it? They reduced. Oh God, correct me if I'm wrong. Guns are 155 now, right?
Yep.
1.55, which great move because you always get the people belly aching. Oh, the MED, blah, blah, blah. Nope, it's a rifle. I don't care. Exception, it's on a tech. You can tell it's an exception because it's on a tech. The transport to gun truck variation, I think that ironed out a lot of correction. It eliminated a lot of policing that needs to be done with MEDs and like transport or not. It was very good. I liked what went down with that for sure.
By the way, Sal, I know you've got something going on. If you end up being free and within the next 30 minutes and want to jump in and either say something about Viking or do a quick shout out for Fury coming up, by all means, let me know. I'll send you the link. Like the new tweaks in the rules, awesome. This was a great event. It really was. I can't say that I had a bad time. Can't say that they were bad players. I didn't see it. I saw Airsoft being played. So for anybody who was like, wow, they're cheating. Yes, they're playing Airsoft. Shut up. Like
Sunday when you got ambushed in the woods, I had somebody when you guys went in the woods and I went, oh, I'll be right back. I think I dropped a cherub and I walked over to go grab it. And it was like a Texas, like old Western, like gunfight where like 30 people just like appeared. And I was like, oh my God, we're all dead. I just fought them off. I stayed alive for a pretty good amount of time. Somebody shot at me and I don't think they hit me at the time. I thought they didn't. And so I just continued fighting. And then somebody else got me and I called it. That same guy that shot at me was off in the distance, but still in earshot. And he was talking to his buddy like, yeah, somebody killed Rambo over there, not wanting to call his hits. And I'm literally dead. I'm like with my kill rag out. I'm like, I can hear him And I'm just like, all right, I'm dead. Like I felt bad. I don't know if he thought he got me or not, but I'm just like, all I can do is sit here and bleed out and not be, not meet him on his level. That wasn't even, I say that he wasn't even that bad. He was just like, oh, look at this. I do that sometimes. Like, oh, look at this guy. It's more. I think it was more for fun.
There's definitely worse people. People that scream and yell about us.
Shout out to that guy, by the way. I remember you. If you thought you got me, my bad. Yeah.
We definitely had some awesome engagements. I know, there was. We held out that. Was it building? Is it 13? What was the one we were second floor?
Oh God, what was that?
Here's what I'm talking about. We held them off for a while until basically we got overrun by 2 companies worth and a bunch of launchables and all that.
Yeah. Shout out Mini Dub. I was running security on the door, and I had to fist fight God himself to keep that floor clear. You're like, oh, we got overran. It's like, my brother, I got overran. Like, yeah, 2 companies. Guess who met them first? I mean, they were throwing frag. I was like, oh, this dude. I was like shooting at the door. I'm like, yes, we're repelling, and they're still alive, and blah blah blah. And then I just hear in the distance, enemy technical. I'm like, no. And the floor side by side comes up, and I'm like, what do I do? And I noticed I still had an AG4 on me. I'm like, yes, literally popped it, threw it like an art project. Just got him. I'm like, yes, had 1 second to like it, and just I fist fought God for you, sir. I was crushed at the end. Oh, if you see this, shout out Ackles. I think you killed me. Shout out my man Ackles. Such a good exchange. I'm glad you killed me. Fabulous. Everybody else sucks except you. No, I'm kidding. No, to the Western that got us, very well organized. Too bad it took all of you. But anyways,
that was a great. We were second floor building to building fight, second floor to first floor fight. First floor door fight. There was a fight happening at every location. And we did. I feel like we did a good job utilizing the manpower we had, utilizing the armament we had. Covering what we had to cover. We eventually just got overpowered. That's just what ended up happening. And my machine guns are fun. Yeah. So she's enjoying the life of a minigunner.
Oh my gosh, it's Minigun Girl.
We that and then the fact it took 2 technicals and about 100 guys to get us off of was that at Nora or at Nora where we were? They ended up sending.
Oh, judging from the road. Well, judging from the road, we were in hell. It was awful.
It was that was a great exchange. I mean, we had a lot of good exchanges in all different areas. I really did enjoy it. I had 2 things that have never been successful for me in the past happen. I had my very first ever guy. I've told the story about the failed at Serious Viking about my horrendously failed grenade throw, mid-air, bounce off the wall and land back at me kind of thing. This was the very first time I ever had a successful throw, and it was the perfect one, taking out a technical, and it was within inches. Like it was a questionable. It was so close, and they called it. God bless them for actually playing the integrity game. Thank you guys so much.
Can I just say, awesome. Can I set this scene up for you? It was so fun. We get ambushed. We run to the tree line next to Dawn. We're next to the AC-130. The vehicle, the tech, drives towards the subway station. Papa goes, "This is my chance." Pulls out an EG-67. I'm right there with him. Like, I ran out of frag. I had an M79. Ran out of everything. I'm like, okay. I run up with you. We're behind the AC-130. It comes back. The tech sees our feet, so they're just like shooting all over the place. They're going to the left side of the AC-130, the right side. So you're holding the grenade like this, and I'm behind you. I'm going, left, sir.
You're ground
Right, sir.
me.
Left, sir.
It's awesome.
Right, sir. And yeah, and the tech is like, the driver wants none of it. They're like, no, they're not going to get me. They peel off, they drive away, and you're like, it's my time. I'm like, yeah, go. No. I'm behind you. And you throw it. You could hear the music they use every time Michael Jordan would score a free shot. Just da 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 da, and you got it. Proud of you, sir.
It was crazy. I pictured me throwing it at the wing, me bouncing it off the ground, like everything that could have happened. I pictured it happening, and it didn't. And like I waited for the wind to blow because it's an EG, so they're not very heavy.
No.
It would have been way less of a potential miss if it was a tag, like a tag 67, tag 19. They're weighted. So it hit, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, did it? And the flag comes out. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That
was good.
And to segue by answering Doug's question, yes, I did. Actually, it wasn't. I didn't take Emma's minigun. Wait, Emma using gaskets? Yeah, because Emma was using.
No,
gaskets.
she was using my minigun.
Well, I took gaskets minigun. Yeah, and the last our last engagement where there were like 15 tryhards holding down a building and nobody could get in. Like we'd been battling against this building for half an hour at least, and one open window. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I was given a God spawn, sent back around the corner, took it, and I don't like full auto to begin with, so I'm not holding the trigger down. I'm just kind of like, just trying to sweep like that, and just decide. I'm like, let's go. And I, again, as per standard for me, expected everyone to come with me. Ran at the window, spraying at the window, cleared whoever was in and behind the window out, jumped through the window, cut back into the open room that was cleared, kept things cleared out, and decided, all right, go with the momentum, cut back across the window to go clear out the next room, only to be...
I covered you. I was covering you.
So wonderfully greeted by members of Tryhard. Now, Laz said he didn't shoot me, but his...
Shout out Tryhards.
His offspring shot me for sure. And
that's so funny.
And I come walking through, and Laz goes, "Papa, that's you!" I was like, "Gotta do it, baby." So I made it in.
Oh.
I did get this one right here. That was a good one. That's from that. That's what that one's from. But I mean, that's part of the game. I don't even, like. I felt that one hit, and I was like, "Man, I wish I could die right now. That one hurt." But it was so. It's so much fun. That part of the engagement when you're doing it was so much fun that I didn't even care. I really didn't even care. I just sat down, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys are crazy." And I was watching them. One would get shot. They would drag him over, pass him off to somebody medic, bring it back. Back in you go. That's how they stayed alive for so long, no matter how many shots were coming through.
Can I tell you my favorite part of the whole event?
I would love it. I want to hear it.
The raffle wasn't 2 hours.
Is that a segue to the raffle? Because I got to talk about that too. And Doug, thank you very much. Doug's like made it to the building twice and never made it in. Nobody made it in. That was kind of the point. I couldn't believe I made it in. I don't ever get. I never successfully. I shouldn't say never. I've seldom successfully. I'm not the best breacher. I don't mind moving in. I'm just not. I don't cut the pie and things like. I'm not really great at it. So the fact that it was a successful breach, I'll take that. Yeah. Shout out to Sal for keeping it under 2 hours, even with all the giveaways. Absolutely. So we incredibly honored we got to be sponsors. We're finally sponsors of TCA. That's awesome. It warmed my heart to be able to do that. We presented one gun for the raffle, and as have become tradition for us. We build a gun for me to play with at the event, and then we give that one away as well. And I'm really starting to enjoy that a lot. I get to play with a different gun all the time. And so we call out the raffle, and it's funny because I don't think you had a chance to be there when it happened, but I did a real quick, hey, Papa, then Outfitters, DEO Action Sports Center, the whole thing, just banged out real quick. And then Jack, we missed. We were just talking about you, pal. Give me 1 second. I'll finish this and we'll go back over it. Jack was, I don't know if you got a chance to meet him or not, Toucan. That was our Imperial 6. So, so we give it away. Guy comes up and he wins it, and it's his first event. I'm like, that's awesome. I love when that happens. That's fantastic. Sal goes to say thank you and send me on my way. I go, wait, I got another one. And it's, the one I played with. So I pull it off my back. He goes, another one. I'm like, yeah, that's what what we do. So we call it a guy from the complete opposite side of the crowd from the guy, the first one. He wins it. Same exact scenario. His very first event. I'm like, oh my God. So it's super cool. I have them off to the side and I'm explaining everything about the gun. I'm talking about how to access the trigger, like the whole thing. These guys, it wasn't just their first event. These guys were brand new airsofters.
Which is crazy. That's a crazy event for that.
Right. Oh, what an introduction. What an introduction for them. They're probably airsofters for life now. They were so ecstatic seeing their faces light up. Like they got these guns. The whole event was, they were on a high all weekend long. And that was just amazing. And being able to give away to a brand new first timer, that's the dream. That's who you want to win these things. That really is. That's, I want everybody to win, but if you got to choose who's going to win, it's the guy who's like, man, I don't have any of my own gear. And all of a sudden now he's, he just got his license and he's driving a Ferrari. Like, that's the cool thing. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, pal? So that was really cool. But so Jack,
shout out.
So circling back to it, Jack, we talked about your strategy and having the task force and stuff like that, and how well, win or lose, how well I felt it worked. It really worked. Don't change it. It was incredible, and I think it was a fantastic job. Truly a great job. I look forward to playing under you again, for sure. So we are at the 7:48. Is that what that says? Guys,
it is.
Any questions, anything like that? Anything you want to know about? If I push the 12 out of 10.
I would like to comment. I got to use the last of the smoke grenades I newly acquired, and out of the half that actually went off, the half of those that did go off burst into flames. So shout out to Enola Gay with their white smoke grenades bursting into flames. Not once, not twice, 3 times.
Hang on.
No context. Enola Gay, if you're watching, you're the problem, not me.
No, you have to give.
At this address, here's this rep's number. Let's destroy this bridge. No, I'm totally kidding.
Such an asshole.
Context is actually, I'll leave this to you. Context
is they're like 6 years old. That's the context.
Yeah. The fact that they go off is amazing.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they are now incendiary devices, completely different story.
I can use them at airsoft fields I don't like.
Oh God. Oh shit! Did you see? Emma said she met 2 girls whose first event it was. One of them was on their honeymoon. # couples goals. That's awesome. That's really
a couple
cool.
of dorks. No, I'm playing. Couple of nerds. No, that's amazing, and
that's awesome.
Lucky them for sure. That is quite the event to take a loved one to. Huh.
Listen. If you are a pair who plays airsoft, that's fantastic. That's that's just how you run together. Thank you, Jack. By the way, I appreciate that. Augie and Doug. I mean, listen, man, playing under Doug, and all the teams worked so well together. It wasn't about anybody being against each other. Nobody was trying. We utilized each other so well. It really was. It was a. I truly feel that had we not lost communication, had comms not got compromised, it definitely would have been a different game too. It definitely would have been. I think that hurt us some. I know it hurt chaos for sure. So, but hazmat fees. Yep, they're great fire starters. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing quite like white phosphorus to get the bonfire burning.
Throw them at your foes. Yeah, I shout out to Taggin for bringing their new and improved mortar system back out and absolutely crushing some people.
What
That was fun,
bitches? What's going on, CRISPR? How are you, baby?
Battle Bud. For sure.
Yep. So I mean, if anybody's got any questions, please feel free to chime in. Anybody wants to say anything more about it? I was going to share a little bit about what we got coming up here. You haven't seen these yet. You'll see them this weekend when you come down
for the game day. Come to our game day this weekend. Cold weather. Show up, people. It's going to be great. We had good numbers last time.
Got a great day for the game day this weekend. So we partnered with a company called Ace. They're a virtual shooting company, and they did a fantastic job. Truly, like an awesome job. I mean, the games themselves, it's Ace XR. The games themselves, the virtual games themselves, are it's set up for training. You can there's leaderboards, things like that, different training scenarios as far as shooting targets, all that kind of stuff. You actually get your own gun safe. You choose your optics, things like that. But one of the things that they did, which I mean, they killed it with this. Absolutely killed it with this. Sorry, I'm probably yelling something like that. Is they have 3 different guns that are the controllers, and they really. So here it is. This is it here.
We missed you, Kevin. Sorry, go on, sir.
It looks like right there. No, it's fine. So this is the SIG, right? They also have a staccato, and I forget the name of the other one. We got the SIG and the staccato, but the controller just goes right into it, right? Sits in it right like that. Now there's your gun, and on top of it, you actually get a holster as well. So you holster the gun. When you pull the trigger, it actually does. If you look, it actually and it's got weight. It's got it's not light. It actually feels like a gun. So when you're in the VR, you're maneuvering it and it works perfectly. This is part of one of the things that we're offering here at the Action Sports Center within the VR, not just regular, zombie shooter games and stuff like that, but you can come and you can train. Ace XR, look them up. If you already have an account with them, you can actually bring your account over and play here and up your score and on the leaderboards, all that kind of stuff. I'm super excited for this. This is also what we were waiting on. It's why we didn't have the booth at Serious Viking, because this is what we were going to be displaying there, and they unfortunately did not come in time. They were delayed in transit. So at our next event, we will actually have the booth. We will have the VR tent, and you will be able to come in and try it out and play it. So, what constitutes cold weather in Florida?
Mish.
I'm like
CRISPR in his one-piece Borat bathing suit. What the cold weather I like. This comfortable at the crisp 35. Oh, very, very warm. CRISPR's bullying us, and I don't appreciate it.
I don't like it. First he called us bitches, and now he's just making fun of us.
No, he called you multiple bitches. He kisses me on the mouth because he loves me. Don't take that out of context.
I'm multiple bitches? I didn't know. Wow, I'm plural. That hurts.
What's up, Benjamin? Anger management at the new place. Show up to the new place. Break some stuff. Scream. Don't say naughty words.
Southern Watch. Bet. Hey, I mean, you got a couple of days. we don't have tickets. Obviously, we don't sell them. It's not our event. But I'm sure there's tickets left available, or you could probably buy at the door. But whatever you need, we have a huge sale. I got about 1,000 grenades. So by all means, come in and pick up a couple. Green
Buy
gas,
grenades.
BBs, everything you could possibly need. Guns, D-hops. Get your D-hop. Hey, anybody that finally got a chance to play with their D-hop this weekend for the first time at Serious Viking, please let me know how it went. I already know, but I'd love to hear your comments on it too.
I laughed with my LMG D-hopped into those Western nerds. So funny. So funny.
No CRISPR. Nope. I wasn't going to bring it up. No porn shoots at the new place. No, sir. No, sir. Although there are 32 cameras scattered about the arena. So we have no intention of having a porn shoot here. No, sir.
Is that alluding? Yes. Everybody's already heard. Yes. The rumor mill is out. Yes. May that damage their reputation forever. Idiots. Dumb. Yes.
Yeah.
Why go to our competitors? Well, they'll shoot anything but BBs at you. Welcome to the Den and Outfitters Action Sports Center. Don't think too hard about what I just said. Yes. We're better because we keep our clothes on. So that's good.
Yeah.
We're at the 4
minute. Yeah, 4 minutes left. Yep. So thank you.
Papa, any new guns at the shop?
Oh my God, so many. Honestly, so many. There's, you know what? I will make the announcement. I will make one announcement. Speaking of that, Wiener. Actually, I just prefer to call that regular porn, but that's me.
All right. Relax.
He said it, not me. DEO demo day. We already talked about it, but we'll talk about it again starting tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Bring your sledgehammer, bring your hands, bring your gloves, bring your iPro, bring power tools if you got them. Bring anything. Bring your body. Bring a buddy. Come and blow out some walls. With that said, I'm going to make the announcement now. I'm going to start making it from here on out. Within the next 90 days, it will be available. We have officially done it. The DEO gas blowback D-hop will be available in the next 90 days. We are giving it, the working name of the DEO the D-hop G. But eventually it will just fall into the category of just being a D-hop. So, what's going on, Big Sexy? How are you, baby? So yeah, it will just end up being just the D-hop. So, made my little Evo shoot so much further. Yeah, it's we're excited about it. It is the first patched gas blowback barrel in airsoft history and on the market now. So we're really looking forward to it. RDX, what about it? Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I'm very happy. What about RDX? So we're excited. So when the announcement truly comes out, when they are available, guys, go ahead and get everything from your from your high kappas all the way to your LM4s. We'll be able to do it. That's all I got on that.
Christmas is coming.
Indeed.
And what better way to celebrate how thankful you are this holiday season than buying a very small child a weapon? Come to DEO.
We have gift cards. We have gift cards for stockings. So we got about 1 minute left. Anybody's got anything? Do you have an Evo sling mount? I seem to have lost mine. I think we have some of the low profile ones. I think so. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, man. It's
let's have fun. I have a question for you, Papa. Who's going to drink too much at the holiday party?
Well, it depends on what you consider too much.
Let me clarify. Who's going to visibly show they drank too much first at the holiday party?
Okay. Well, Emma won't be there. Emma won't be there, so
Nope.
It won't be her.
That
I
is
don't know. Let's
hysterical.
see. Nick, Enrique, you. It'll be you. It'll be you. Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. I didn't. I mean, it'll be you.
All right, I'll hold you to that.
No, it wasn't a challenge.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no. I'll drink for both of us, Emma. I got you.
Why?
And I'm already a
Why
cheap
was
date.
your name first? Not rude. It's not rude. It's facts can't be rude.
Facts can't be rude. You're annoying. It's just a fact.
It smells like not so teen spirit in here.
You come in at the end of the stream, you absolute bum.
Right? It was great seeing you at the event, even though you didn't get to play. It was wonderful seeing you. Good meeting, Grim. Thank you very much for swinging by. That's awesome.
I enjoyed your dog more than you. At least it knows how to listen.
Drink up. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, we are 1 minute over. So we're going to go ahead and call this one. Thank you again, everybody, for joining. Toucan, thank you always for everything. You are still my number 2. And
it's on the business card.
It is. So it must be true. Making rum for New Year's. Okay, I'll take some. If you're making rum, I will definitely take some. You let me know. And I will take some. I am a rum guy. That's my thing. So if you're making some rum, I'll take it. Until let's see, what's today's date? We will actually be doing an end of year stream. 2 weeks. We will actually have an end of year stream. So that you will be there. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing all of you. I look forward to seeing too on Saturday and on Sunday.
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry. I got busy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you always for being here with us. And until next time.